What's going on, everybody? This is Lusa Tempo, and this is Husky. And we're back. You already know what this is. Nah. This is where we talk about all the trending topics in dance music and showcase upcoming platforms, music, and artists. And let me tell you something. That pause was a part of it, all right?
Yeah.
It was a part of it. So I just wanted to get you guys off guard, make sure you guys are paying attention.
Honestly, you might want to get your notepads out and everything.
And this week's guest, I actually had first heard about him because I remember doing a bunch of feedback live stream submissions maybe a couple months ago, and I would see the username RVMII Official, I believe, pop up on these chats and submit demos to me. And it was over time where you would tell me, hey, I'm from this location, blah, 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 in an Empire, Headbang. And I'm like, oh, shit, well, I'm right here close by, right here in Mobile. And then you're like, oh, shit, I didn't even realize there's artists out here doing the same thing in dance music. I'm like, yeah, bro, we're all right here close by. And it's always good. It's always good to know people and have guests over there nearby.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Because, again, you always just hear more artists being more closer to Los Angeles or more closer to San Diego. Rarely people speak about, oh, yeah, I'm from Riverside or I'm from Inland Empire. So
exactly.
It's good to see that, you are claiming where you're from, which would be, well, I'm guessing Hemet.
Exactly, Hemet.
Yeah, dude.
I'm not afraid to say it, but since not a lot of people know about Hemet, I'm going to just say the IE. I'm going to just claim it, honestly.
Bet.
Because, I was talking to him earlier about this. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of producers out there that need a voice that are from here, but are afraid to be like, yo, I'm not from LA, I'm not from San Diego, but I got music, but I'm pretty sure no one's gonna fuck with me. I'm from here. It's like, nah, bro. Honestly, San Diego I've seen recently has gotten a boost, and a lot of producers, for example, like Knock 2, ISOXO, REMK, all of them, they brought San Diego to the map. They really did bring San Diego back on the market, and literally, I believe there's a bunch of producers out here that are on the underground still, just bedroom producers that are killing it, and we need to give them a voice, honestly.
Yeah, same here, and that's why we have you here in the spotlight, bro. We got RVMII in the building. For those who don't know, go ahead and follow RVMII at RVMII Official. You can stay updated with him on the music, everything that he's gonna be involved in these future upcoming months. Once again, thanks for coming through.
Yeah, bro.
Special guest RVMII, bro.
Thank you for having me. Honestly, I didn't think I was gonna be here this soon, honestly, but I guess I'm doing something right.
Hey, honestly,
right
same
now.
thing. I didn't think you'd be here soon, but we were like, you know what? Let's set up RVMII. I feel like it'd be pretty cool to have him here on this episode. Gets a bit know about you as RVMII, and also just talk about more about your music production experience. And a little bit a bunch more stuff. But before we get to that, we want to do a segment called Quick Hits, and we're pretty much just gonna discuss a little bit more about your personal interests. favorite type of music, so and so, all that kinds of good stuff. And it is a timed segment as well, so we are timing for the highest speed record. So so if you got the fastest, you'll be straight. You'll be first place. We're still thinking about maybe a prize, but we'll get to you on that. We'll email you. Hey, give us your email before you leave.
I got you. Don't worry.
We got you. Anyone that wants to sponsor us too, let us know. Hit us up in the email. But once again, thanks for coming through, RVMII.
Appreciate it, bro.
Hope you enjoy the spotlight. We're gonna learn more about you. The viewers are gonna learn more about you. So I'm really excited, man. Are you excited for this segment?
Hell yeah! And I just want to say this before we go out. I'm pretty different from a lot of other people around here in terms of music and everything, so this should be pretty fucking interesting.
All right, sounds good.
This should be pretty interesting.
All right, here we go. Well, we're about to get started. Here comes the first question.
All right.
First question. What is your social media handle?
My social media handle is RVMII Official, RVMII Official, on everything.
All right. What's your favorite DJ software?
DJ software record box.
Producing software.
Ableton.
Ableton. Yeah. Age you started at?
16.
Favorite genre of music?
Industrial.
Favorite streaming platform?
SoundCloud.
Favorite BPM?
145.
Special skill?
I don't even fucking know, honestly. I don't even know.
Oh, shit.
Skating. I don't know.
All right, we can work on skating. All right, bet. First festival?
It was Nocturnal 2018 for the Good Vibrations Takeover.
Why?
Because Slander was a pretty big influence earlier on in my career.
All right, bet. And what is your dream festival?
Beyond.
Beyond?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, cool.
Because it's
Attend
a local
or DJ?
DJing.
DJing?
Attending would probably be let's do Tomorrowland.
Tomorrowland? All right. Yeah, I feel like that's one of my dream festivals
honestly,
too.
bro, because their lineups are so diverse, honestly.
Yeah, oh, yeah,
There's
true.
a lot of stuff that goes on at Tomorrowland that we don't even fucking see. Well, if we're watching the live stream, you know what I mean?
No, I
There's
believe
so
it.
many there's so many stages.
Yeah, and not only that, there's just a bunch of attractions that not a lot of the
Exactly.
live streams that show at these festivals. They just show like the DJ, the crowd, the booth, and the stage, but not a lot of times they show like attractions of the other vendors and what's going on.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, that was quick hits with RVMII, dude. Thanks. Hey, I think you freaking did that pretty fast. You know, we'll
Just
check.
the scope part.
Yeah, we'll check right now what we did, how you did in the record. I mean, we'll see on the video, but yeah, man. I mean, I'm glad to have you here. I'm pretty sure a lot of the listeners and viewers on SoundCloud and YouTube are excited to you know, learn more about you as an artist.
Yeah, definitely.
Wanted to get more into as to you know, who you are. You know, how'd you get into RVMII? How'd you get into music production? You know, I want to give you the floor and let your listeners and followers know, you know, a little bit more about you. So how did it all start?
So this story goes, if I were to like give a representation of it, it came in 3 phases. So the first phase was me just how I fell in love with electronic music in general. So back in 2007, I was only 7 years old. So like I've been listening to dance music for a cool fucking minute, which is pretty crazy to think about. I was 7,
cool,
bro,
minute.
because I was an internet kid, and literally that's when the internet was pretty much fresh. And from the internet, we got a lot of music from across the pond. And you know, I found electro, and pretty much that's how I got into dance music. 3 years later, we saw the fucking boom in dance music. Fucking David Guetta, Calvin Harris, all like those big rock stars reaching the radio here in the IE, bro.
No, I believe. Yeah, I remember that.
It was fucking crazy, and that's
Afrojack with Eva Simon's Take Over Control.
Exactly,
like, a bunch of that,
bro.
yeah.
Exactly, and then I want to say a couple months later, or like a year later, I would find Skrillex. And that's when I really got into bass music in general, like the early stages, right? And from then on, I just started looking up dubstep, and then I fell in love with old school dub, like Rusko, Koki, Mala, all those old school dub producers.
Okay.
Just straight up low end, just straight up wub, just straight up like dark atmosphere. I fell in love with that shit as a kid. And then phase 2 starts. So I come from I'm a gamer. I'm just gonna put it out right there. And I came from a Call of Duty background. If you guys are you familiar with like the whole trick shotting sniping scene from
Honestly,
from back
nah, bro. I'm not really too you know, invested in the Call of Duty like slang or whatever.
Yeah. So pretty much if you guys know what it is, it's these kids were literally just like get on Call of Duty every day, do 360s, no scopes and stuff. And
Okay, I'm familiar with that. Okay.
And then they make montages out of them. And the music that was put in these montages were fucking old school dubstep, drum and bass. Literally, a lot of electronic music was booming in this fucking scene, which is how I started to develop a love for electronic music. That's when I really started loving the whole genre. And then phase 3 would be when I was around 16. I had a homie who was making music, and he was a video editor for Call of Duty, and he even started making his own beats for his own videos, for his own edits. And I was like, yo, this would be kind of dope to do. Like, how do you do this?
Yeah, it's one way to get around copyright, you know?
Exactly,
you use your own material, you know, start monetizing your videos.
Exactly. So I was like, yo, like, what do you use? How do you do this? Like, oh, it's all on the computer. I use this program called FL. And I was like, oh shit, like, is it easy to, it's like, it's expensive, but you could just pirate it and just start off from there. And then I started off on FL, and then from then on, I started making, believe it or not, when I first started making music, I started with like this ambient style of music called wave trap.
Wave trap.
It's pretty underground. It's pretty underground.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I don't think I'm too familiar with it.
Yeah, so wave trap is pretty much like, if I were to give it to you straight, it would be like ambient vaporwave mixed with trap beats.
Okay.
So I'm
gonna have to check that out.
And it's crazy. So literally, that's how I started that's how I started off making music, and then later on, I started I found I was watching like the EDC streams at the time. I would watch them every year because like that's like I said, I had a love for electronic music.
Yeah, same.
And then one day I was watching a stream. I think it was like day 2 of 2017. And there was this one guy that got on stage, and I don't know what the hell he did to me, but he wanted me to make electronic music. Believe it or not, that was Marshmello.
Lying for real? On EDC?
Yeah,
wait, hold
bro.
on. Wasn't that the year that he pulled out his helmet and it was Tiesto?
It was yeah.
Oh, so that was that performance.
I forget if it was 2016, what year it was, but that's the set that got me like, yo, I want to make dance music. And then from then on, it kept going, and for the next few years, I want to say a year later, I found out about Slander. They got me into more into bass music, and then from then on, bro, it's history.
All right. Damn.
So that's how RVMII pretty much started, dude. Honestly.
Okay. Now was DJing already in the picture, or was that kind of like after?
DJing was in the picture.
Because I'm hearing production was first.
Yeah.
Okay.
DJing barely started, like the DJ rap for me barely started the summer of 2020. I just bought a pair of decks because obviously like I thought that like DJing was a skill I needed to have, obviously, if I wanted like to make something out of this, so I got my first pair of decks, and then from then on I wouldn't really use them that much. I was focusing more on my production because I was so I just want to put this out there. I just launched RVMII last month for like officially I launched it. So this was me like the prior years. I didn't start working on original music or like wanting to make music under RVMII until like 2 years ago. So it was me just stockpiling my music, blah 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 blah. Unfortunately, in October 2019, my hard drive crashed.
Oh,
I lost all my project files, bro.
Damn.
I lost all of my project files. Literally all like.
You didn't back up none of it?
No, bro. I was an intellectual, bro. I was just a kid. I wasn't thinking about that, like stuff like that.
That's happened. That's happened to a lot of people. One of the biggest examples of that happening to an artist was Ricky-san. That's the reason why, he wasn't making music for a minute, because, he had all these projects, was ready to, get them finally mastered, get them finally sealed, and the next thing you know, the hard drive, something happens with the hard drive, is not able to retrieve the songs.
Exactly, bro.
So, I don't know, make it, honestly, any music artist, anyone with a lot of storage, a lot of memory, a lot of projects, please make it as a good practice to back up your shit. I don't know. I want to say maybe every 2 weeks, to be honest. Just play it safe. Every week if you can, but
exactly.
At least a month, dude.
Personally,
every month.
When I'm I use my desktop as my primary computer, and whenever I'm on it, I back up my shit every hour. Every hour.
That's good. That's pretty good.
Every hour, because I can't afford for that to happen again. And another example of someone who recently just went through this is G Jones, bro.
Oh, really?
He lost everything. And you know how he does a live set? He doesn't DJ sets. He does a live set. He lost all his projects, all his albums, everything, bro. It's gone in the wind, bro.
Wow,
he lost everything. And he's found some files, but literally, he's trying to freaking recreate the songs by ear. Like, I don't know if people know how hard that is, especially because, like, the way G Jones works, bro, I don't know if you guys have seen his automation memes on Twitter. His lines be going up, down, side to side, fucking crisscross. I'm like, bro, I don't know how the hell you have this much patience to automate stuff like that.
If I were to see that, I'd probably be like, yeah, honestly, now this makes a little bit much more sense. His production style is.
I think he's like one of the like top tier beat makers in Ableton, or like probably in like in the
you're calling it right now. You're calling it right now.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm just saying he's fucking complex, dude. Honestly, super complex. But yeah, it's unfortunate. So back up those files. But as I was saying, October 2019, I lost all my project files, loops that I started with. I had a couple bangers that I low key started like early on, but I was bummed out, super bummed out. I didn't want to talk to anybody for a fucking week after that happened.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, but
I believe it.
But after that, I don't know what happened, but this is when I started. This is the phase where I started to be more optimistic about everything, and I was like, you know what? I just took it as a message from the universe, like, yo, something wasn't right. Get back to the drawing board, and start over. So I did, and once that happened, I did realize that I was disconnecting myself from a lot of sounds that I actually really enjoyed. Uh-huh. So then, I started reconnecting myself with like all this stuff. And then sooner or later, the EP was pretty much being made without the intention of having an EP made. And then it just fucking got released last month, and then boom.
Yeah, and where can everyone check that out?
So my EP, Breakthrough, is available on all streaming platforms, SoundCloud, Spotify, Apple Music, everywhere. You could just find it out right there, and then hopefully you guys enjoy it.
Yeah, it's crazy for me to hear you say that, all these past years, you've been producing, and then just recently, a month ago, the RVMII project officially just became, more present, pretty much that, hey, I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. I put out that teaser video, and I was like, you know what? Like, I could have started I was going to start RVMII like a good 2 years ago, but once that happened, I was like, yo, you know what? I'm kind of happy that I waited now, because I actually put out some music with that EP that I truly fucking take pride in.
Yeah, of course, dude. Yeah.
So honestly, that's how I see it. So if you see something like that happen to you, just take it as a message from the universe. Go with the flow, honestly, because I think if my hard drive would have never crashed, I'd probably be stuck making music that I don't really enjoy.
Yeah, it could be a blessing in disguise.
Yeah,
I
I don't know what happened, but it was a bit harsh. I'm not gonna lie. Like, bro, why? Why, God? Why?
Right.
It was too harsh, but
I feel it.
we got it down, though.
Oh, yeah, man. I'm just, oh, fuck. I remember that happening to me maybe like 5 years ago. Not particularly with like EDM, but just like I had a bunch of music. I collected, like, and I was like top 40. And I was like a mobile DJ. I don't do like weddings and quinceañeras. And I lost a bunch of like music of just of all these diverse genres like bachata, banda. And like, I was pretty upset. You know, when you're a DJ, you lose a big collection
it's good to have
of music.
A good catalog of music. It always is.
Yeah, it really is. But you know, I was like, you know, screw this. And now I just make it a good practice to safely back up my hard drive every month or so. That way, if anything does happen, you know, I at least have something pretty recent on my projects and all that. But yeah, damn, dude. I mean, you didn't let that discourage you. You know, you kept on making music. You know, you planned this out pretty well. You know, you prepared. You wanted to make sure that, you know, you were actually satisfied with the music you were making.
Exactly.
And I think that's pretty good that, you know, you waited until you were actually fully satisfied and pleased with what is it that you were making.
Exactly. Not only was I waiting for me to be satisfied with my music, my branding.
All right, got you.
So that's why, you know, with the new logo, with the teaser video I put out with the Breakthrough EP, a lot of that video has a lot of symbolism and a lot of like meaning to it. And I wanted to launch the project the right way, because as you guys were talking about in like a previous episode, branding's everything when it comes to this shit. So I want people
it helps out a lot.
Yeah, I want to be able to have people see who Rami is, because honestly, this project isn't like a normal project. A lot of the songs that I make are expressions. Like, I just express myself in my songs, honestly.
Yeah,
whatever.
True. I think the best way to really convince whoever's coming across your project, you know, if you're on top of the artwork, if you're on top of the consistency of your releases, you know, you're on top of all that, you know, people can see that, oh yeah, this artist is taking really good care of his project, you know, of his brand, and a lot of people can see that, and a lot of people are more easy. It's easier for them to support something like that. As to something that's like, oh well, it seems like, you know, this season they're doing stuff, and in this season it's like, you know, not really feeling it. I've always seen a lot of good results with artists that, you know, really stay on top of that and really plan out their releases and plan out how they're gonna do, you know, announcements or releases or, you know, maybe even other stuff like sets or mixtapes.
Exactly. But like everything, like with anything in the world, everything just all good things take time.
It does.
So that's why literally like I started wanting to work on RVMII 2 years ago. 2 years later, we finally launched the project. And at one point in the early stages of those 2 years, I was rushing it. I'm not even gonna lie right now. But now I just ride the wave, and now, you know, we're here now. And it's crazy to think all the love I'm getting after just launching the project over a month ago. It's crazy how I got in connects with you, with Synthetic, with a lot of people. It's pretty fucking crazy. I have Segura literally hitting me up on my DMs like, yo, I love your fucking sound. Like, this is crazy. And I'm like, yo, this is like, what the hell? Like, you know, it's just only been a year that I've known you guys. I haven't really talked to you guys.
Damn, just saying this fool Segura's in freaking Rami's DMs.
Hey, we got something else going on down there, but y'all can't know about. Nah.
Collaboration for sure.
Hey, we'll see, bro.
Maybe,
honestly, because honestly, Mark's sound is actually pretty dope. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, dude.
Like his new song that he just put out.
Oh, that one's fucking. It's.
Bro, when I heard that intro loop, bro, I was like, yo, I literally commented. I was like, yo, this shit's fucking hard.
I think the vocals attached with it too are like, it's a nice touch to it.
Yeah, honestly, he blended it pretty well, honestly, and I'm like, yo, but yeah, it's crazy to think that after a month I'm getting all this love, and obviously there's baby steps when it comes to these things, and I feel like, you know, I got on those like first steps pretty fucking quickly, which is it's great, honestly. It's a blessing, to be honest.
Yeah, dude, just keep doing your thing. Hey, let me ask you something too. You know, when starting a project like this, you know, coming out with these releases, like, do you personally spend any type of like money towards this project? Have you spent like,
hell yeah,
like, do you do this all yourself? Do you like spend money for like?
It's a mixture of both. So like for my new logo and stuff like that, for example, I did drop some money. I'm not even gonna lie.
Right.
But when it came to like the cover art for my EP. I do have a bit of experience with graphic design.
All right, on. Okay.
But not like typography, but just like straight up graphic design. Like that cover art was made by me and everything. The video I had for the EP teaser was made by my homie back in town. By the way, shout out fuck Andy. Hit him up for work if you guys need him. He killed it the fucking video.
Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, he killed that shit.
He killed that video, and I literally, because homie was like, yo, what do you want? Blah, 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 blah. I'm like, you know what, bro? Experiment with it. Have fun. I literally need this video in a fucking month. Go crazy.
Yeah.
And it turns out that, you know, he's been wanting to, like, work on videos like that for a cool minute for his own, because he's actually a rapper. He's an emo rapper.
All right.
So, literally, he's been wanting to incorporate some, like, style of editing to his work. Okay. And I was like, bro, I'm hitting you up like a month in advance. Just go crazy, have fun with the fucking video. And turns out, like, he's like, bro, honestly, that shit was fun to make, honestly.
That's right.
So honestly, it benefited both of us. You know what I mean?
I feel it.
So like I said, there's creators out here in the IE that are low key killing it. And I gave them a voice. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's always good.
I don't know if I got him some clientele from here, but he had fun with it. So
yeah, it's always good too. You know, to share someone else's work, and then, you know, your following or anyone else that's mutual from you, you know, they could be like, hey, dude, that guy does great work. You know, let me get his contact information. Then you see your homie, you know, doing work for your friends and shit.
Exactly.
I've seen that also too, like with my graphic designer that I have that does my artwork.
Yeah.
You know, I see like other DJs that I know of, like by name, like start using him, and it's always good to like.
And it's like, yo,
share work.
It's like, yo, he's working with them. That's kind of dope. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know if I gave him that, that contact, but
I feel it. Yeah. But it's always good. Yeah, for sure. You know, like work for everyone, dude. Honestly.
Yeah.
There's work. There's food for everyone to eat.
Exactly, bro. You just gotta give them that platform, and then they'll go out, and it just goes from there. Honestly.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Do you have any gear right now, like production gear or DJ gear?
So. When it comes to production, I run 2 computers. So I have my custom gaming PC that I built back in like 2018, and that's my Windows computer. And then I have a MacBook Pro 2018 with an i9. So I literally run a workflow of both Windows and Mac, because you never know who you're gonna come across.
True.
So you never know if someone's running a Mac with audio units, and then you can't, like, it'll be harder to collab with them. So I just have both. You know what I mean?
Okay. Now, let me ask you something as well before we actually get to our next segment, which is EDM Confessions.
Oh, shit.
We'll get those cards set up for you pretty soon, too.
For sure.
Get that going. But what's easier for you? Is it DJ? I know you've been producing for the past 3 to 4 years, but is DJing something that do you feel like you're more comfortable with now? You know, seeing that you're producing, you came producing first, and then DJing after. Was that was that learning curve for you pretty long, or did you get that like pretty quick?
For the most part, there were some difficulties in there, but the thing is that I like to preach having to start producing first than DJing, because with production, the one thing you have to get down is arrangement of a song. So literally, once you know how a song is arranged and all of that, you could just plan out your mixes easily like that. Yeah, the only thing you do have to work on is your transitions, because honestly, you have to keep it interesting. Yeah, what I like to do with my transitions, you want to make it look like you're switching to another song without them noticing that you switch over to another song. You want to have it fit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Which that did take a while, I'm not gonna lie, but I am comfortable mixing now. The only thing I did have problem with, so like it took time for me to develop, was knowing my music catalog and getting a catalog that I knew, you know what I mean?
I feel it.
And then after that happened, bro, it was history. And especially it was kind of hard for me because I like to incorporate a lot of genres in my sets.
I feel you.
And it worked out at the end of the day, you know, and I'm just happy with the results, honestly.
All right, yeah, that's good. I think that's really important that you say, you know, knowing your music, knowing the catalog that you have. Because see, a lot of times where there's DJs, there's artists that go up on stage, they play. And I used to do this before, a lot too, you know.
Yeah, everybody does. I'm pretty sure everybody goes
through this, but you know, you're up there, you're playing music, but you're rocking to the music, but it seems like you're not really like looking at the crowd, or you're enjoying it. You're enjoying
you have to read that crowd.
You're just like too busy like trying to figure out I don't know the music type shit. What song am I gonna play?
What song am I gonna play next? You know what I mean?
So I think a lot of people can notice that, like when the DJ's kind of like I wouldn't say panicking, but they, you know, not fully in sync or fully in groove with what's going on.
Exactly. And by the way, with that being said too, I believe if you're in the zone, the crowd's gonna get in the zone as well. I believe the crowd needs to see that you're just going in on the decks, but obviously you need to display that when you're playing out music as well. You know what I mean? If you're not, people are gonna know you're panicking. People are gonna know you're just messing up, and then boom, downhill.
It's about trust, and if the crowd can't see that, like, you're not fully trusting, you know, how you move, your body language, you know, that it's kind of, you know, it's a little, you know, a little coarse. Yeah.
I mean, there's some people, for example, that do have very minimal stage presence. They'll bob their head and all that. But as long as you're in the zone, I'm pretty sure people can tell just that you're in the zone. You know what I mean? Because that's with me too. I may have moderate crowd control.
I got you.
But still, I'm just in my zone. You know what I mean? And then I was telling you earlier, like with my music, I like to put people in fucking dark ass worlds. And
right, I got you.
And with that being said, I get sucked in fucking all the fucking time. So
true. Yeah, well, I'm glad that you talked about that experience. Because again, Robert and I have gone to shows, gone to parties where, you know, we'll see, you know, someone play, and you can just tell like they're just like too focused on the next song. They're not really like enjoying themselves.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
They're just like too busy like mentally being frustrated about what's gonna happen next, or, you know, how should I fade out this, how should I fade out that.
Yeah, they're
like,
overthinking
you can just tell,
it.
I feel like the vibes is very contagious. You
exactly,
know?
Yeah. And they procrastinate, they overthink, and it's like, bro, like, have fun with it. You know what I mean? Like, the minute you're not having fun with this, the minute you go downhill, honestly.
Yeah, true. Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, the more you make it seem like it's work, less than it is like more of your passion than like fun, then
exactly.
I feel like, again, it's just not funner at the end of the day. Like,
I see a lot of people, especially like around here, that are barely starting out, be like, yo, I'm gonna be the next big thing, I'm coming up, blah 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 blah. It's like, bro, like, have fun with it, you know what I mean? Because bro, yeah, if you do end up becoming like something out of it, you want to make sure that you had fun coming up.
Yeah,
because if not, that whole mindset is gonna fucking deteriorate you, and you're just gonna fall down. Honestly.
Oh yeah, dude.
Slowly but surely, you will fall down.
Yeah, dude. And honestly, I'm just want to say that, you know, I hope I speak for every other artist that's listening and watching, that, you know, whatever that I've been able to do with like my project and, you know, the platform that I have, you know, I've been grateful, you know, to have received whatever gigs, whatever, you know, releases I've gotten with labels. So, and it's all been fun, man. It's all been a great ride, and, you know, I'm continuing to, you know, make music, push out videos with Robert, with Lose the Tempo, you know, having guests, you know, bring on like and showcase upcoming artists like yourself. So, you know, it's all a great time, dude. So, you know, again, really have you here, you know, first actually just being like a regular person that would come in for live streams, and now having you here in person.
Yeah,
it's
like,
crazy.
It's crazy. Honestly, it's crazy. Like I said, like we said earlier, I didn't think I was gonna be here this soon, but
neither did we. I think honestly,
it's
but
crazy.
It happens,
bro. Like if you do something right, you'll get good things back in return. So
yeah. Nah, well, honestly, dude, thanks for being here.
Yeah, no, bro. Honestly,
are you ready for EDM Confessions?
This is gonna be weird. Let's go.
Let's go. Let's see. Where are the cards? I think we forgot. Well, no, we got the cards right here. But once again, for those who are first-time listeners and viewers, EDM Confessions is a segment that we do during the Spotlight podcast, and it's essentially, these cards have different types of scenarios relatable to, let's say, maybe a DJ or a rave attendee. Mm-hmm. Think of it maybe like, yeah, just like an EDM card game, pretty much. Yeah. You know, something pretty cool.
Almost like a 21 questions type of thing.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You know, just maybe like some would you rathers, just like, you know, type scenarios, like what would you do if you were in this scenario type thing. And it's a pretty cool segment that we do here on the Spotlight podcast.
Yeah, honestly, they're always entertaining to watch.
Yeah, and I'm glad you watched the episode. Yeah. Like, you've always been a fan of Lose the Tempo. Yeah. Always checking in every week.
Exactly.
So I mean, honestly, it's special to have a guest that's been watching, and then to have him on here on the show, and then it gives you an idea on the inside, like how everything's ran by.
And honestly, this is dope. Honestly, this is a pretty cool experience.
Did you expect to kind of see like this type of environment when you came in versus like before when you were watching the videos? Or
honestly, this is different, honestly, but it's cool, honestly. It just shows, you know, it's a pretty genuine space. Right. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's genuine.
It is.
So
got the personalized wall of fame, not Hall of Fame, the wall of fame right here. Yeah. So this is my cards right here. You got your cards right there.
Right here, bro.
So let's see. I'll ask you something first, bro. We'll go with
just
me
a random
asking you
question?
something first. Yeah. So we'll go 1-on-1
All right,
for questions. All right.
Gotcha.
So welcome to EDM Confessions with our special guest Rami. Let's get started with the first question. Rami, you're at a party and you just got aux.
Oh shit.
What's the first EDM track you're playing?
It's a song by Calvin Harris. What's it fucking
It's midnight, 80 people, you're in the backyard. You just got the Bluetooth.
I'm gonna play I'm Not Alone by Calvin Harris.
I'm Not Alone by Calvin Harris.
Can
All right.
you stay up for the weekend?
Oh,
That song, bro.
damn, that's a throwback.
Yeah, that's a throwback,
Oh,
honestly.
shit, okay.
That shit still gets me every time, though, bro.
All right, bet. Shit, okay. All right, I'm fucking with that.
I like-
honestly, out of all the songs, okay.
Honestly, exactly, too. Especially from all the guests. I know they play something else, but, you know.
No, I was expecting something newer, like
Yeah.
something newer, like this year.
Oh, yeah,
hopefully,
yeah, but honestly, there's just some rollers out there that you just can't stop.
I feel it. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
You can tell it's gonna be a good time. Everyone's
Exactly,
gonna dig
bro.
it. Play
Exactly.
it from start to end. I feel it.
Exactly, bro. That's it. That song has a special place in my heart.
Go ahead and check that song out if you guys are not familiar with it. Pretty
It's a
sick
fucking
track.
banger. It's a banger. It's a club banger, dude. All right, so I guess I'm next.
Yeah, man. Go ahead and ask that question, then just put the card on the table.
All right, for sure. So Husky or Carlos, if you had to listen to an EDM track for 10 hours, which one would you choose?
Which one would I choose? Honestly, bro, I'm gonna throw it back with you too. I'm gonna say Dead Mouse Ghost and Stuff featuring Rob Swire. I think I could listen to that track like 10 hours and like, cause that's one of the first tracks I listen to EDM.
Yeah.
And that shit always takes me down memory lane and like that to that age. So like I feel young. I'm like in that state of trance.
Exactly.
And so I think for me,
and that song still lives up to today's climate. It's crazy
I
how
really
it
think
does.
yeah, it's a vibe. I think it's a revolutionary track
Yeah.
within the progression of dance music. It's electro, you know, and that's like the type of genres that I came up listening to in the
Exactly, same
beginning.
here,
Did you were you listening to Fidget too? Did you hear about Fidget?
I don't think I heard about Fidget.
Maybe Fidget wasn't that sick. I don't know. I'd be like,
It's just under my radar.
I'd be
That's
like,
it.
I'll be talking to some veterans sometimes, and I'd be like, "Did you listen to Fidget?" They're like, "Nah." I'm like, "Oh well, Fidget was cool."
Fidget
just
was
so you
cool.
know.
He's alright.
All right, Fidget was pretty much like bass house for the time.
Damn, what
That
the
shit,
hell?
yeah, that shit was pretty much. It wasn't bass house, but I think it was bass house.
It has
It's
that
wobbles, like it's wobbles and wubs, and yeah, it's pretty much just dubstep. Like
It's
juiced
crazy
up
to
in
see
house.
that there's a lot of music out there that was being made back then, but is now getting praised now. You know what I mean?
Right.
So who knows? Maybe Fidget made some dope ass bass house for the time, especially like when dubstep was just in its early like stages at the time, and sounds weren't all that. You know, the sounds weren't like they were now. But who knows?
I'm just trying
gonna
to
have check
figure.
'em out.
I'm just trying to figure out who's deciding these terms for these genres. Like,
True.
who's the committee?
True, honestly.
'Cause, like, I feel
What do you
like-
go to, bro? There has to be some office out in like a fucking city out there. It's like,
Making
all
these-
right, bass house. All in favor. Aye.
Next month they're gonna make Wook Trap an actual genre. Watch.
Oh my
I
god,
bet you.
bro.
Bet you.
I don't know who's coming up with these names, but I mean they're hitting. They're hitting.
Hey, low key they are. They are.
So-
Future Rhythm. I mean, okay, I fuck with that. I
yeah,
fuck with that.
honestly, Future Rhythm is sick.
All right, Rami. Next question. Which EDM track have you cried to?
Fuck.
Yeah, we always
So-
get him with that one.
There's been many, okay? There's been many.
I bet.
How about I give you a recent one?
That's all right. Let's do it. A recent one. Yeah, let's do a recent one.
It's a. Are you guys familiar with Burial, the dub producer?
I'm not actually, no.
I think the song is called "Come Down to See Me" or some shit like that. Hold on, let me look this shit up real quick. I got it right here. Hold up.
All right.
But it was literally like a couple days ago. It was.
You've heard of him? She?
Come Down to Us. Yeah, it's a.
Okay.
It's somebody from the UK. Literally one of the pioneers of old school dub.
Oh wow.
And,
Okay.
yeah. So it's Wait. Fuck. I just had it right here. It is "Come Down to Us" by Burial.
Come Down to Us by Burial.
It's a pretty wild song, and what I like to think of Burial's music as is just like, think of yourself walking like at night on a dark road. You're by yourself. You're just walking with your headphones in. You're in your feelings. That's what I think. That's the music that I get from him. It
Okay.
really puts you in your feels. It's kind of crazy.
All right. Okay.
And the thing is that all his albums that he's made literally have been made in like within like a month. He has a really fast workload. It's fucking crazy.
I mean, there are producers like that could, in 2 or 3 hours, boom, they got a banger.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck?
But when it comes to him, like his sound of dub is different than a lot of like the other old school dub producers from like 08, 09.
All right.
His is more like there's a lot of atmosphere, there's a lot of ambience to it, and not only that, he likes to incorporate a lot of like sad shit into it. So if you get the chance to check out Burial, everybody else too, do it.
So
honestly.
from the start, do you start crying, or is there a certain section
It's
in
a
that
ride.
song?
No, from the whole thing. So from the first, there's a vocal in the beginning of the track. I forget what the person says, but I think it goes along like "Help Me, I'm Lost," and then out of nowhere it goes to like this really nice slow beat. There's a lot of atmosphere. There's like this I don't know. There's like this guitar in like Asian culture, like especially like in Indian culture.
All right.
That gets played in the song. That's like that drives the melody. I don't know what it is, bro, but it's just there's a lot of atmosphere, and that's what I like to look for a lot in the tracks.
Okay.
Which is why when I send you guys stuff too, that's what you guys get too. A lot of atmosphere in my songs.
Right.
I like to incorporate that into mine, which we'll talk about that later, I think.
Cool. Well, there you have it. Make sure to go ahead and check that out. I need to check it out. I don't think I've heard it though.
Yeah.
But what's the next question for me? Let's see.
All right. So, Husky, what EDM genre best describes your personality?
Oh man, because I hate to repeat myself, so I'm not gonna repeat the genre that I said these previous episodes. But I think at the moment, I want to say hybrid trap. Yeah, I want to say hybrid trap.
I could see it, especially because of last weekend.
Yeah, because it's trap. But it's not like the old school trap. It's like, I want to say even new school trap.
Yeah.
Because sometimes this hybrid trap that you hear, it's trap drum arrangements. Mm-hmm. You get the bass.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's infused with other different genre elements.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes it's it's like they morph the genres in the sense within the drop. And it's not just a regular trap sound.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a trap genre that has just these multi-genre sounding synths.
Exactly.
And it just gives it a different sound.
Yeah.
Different vibe. It just sounds refreshing.
Yeah. Hence comes where the hybrid track comes from, honestly. Because I feel like that's the perfect genre to like blend a lot of other stuff from with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know what it is, but I mean trap it's all percussion, especially with drums and hip hop. It's always been fucking drums. I feel like once you get that drum groove down, you could throw whatever the hell you want to and experiment. It might not sound great at first, but you never know, bro.
Yeah.
It'll probably hit.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I believe hybrid trap, for me, it would be the genre that describes my personality. Just because of variation and the diversity that happens in certain sections of hybrid trap tracks. Mm-hmm. And then just seeing how diverse it can be. I feel like that kind of relates to the particular music style that I have. And my personality, too. Yeah. Because I feel like depending on who I'm talking to and where I'm at, I could kind of adapt to like how I talk and like how I I don't know. I just feel like hybrid trap seems to be like my genre that relates to me a lot.
For sure.
Because for the diversity.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Honestly, I might as well just answer that question too. If I were to choose a freaking genre that best describes me, it'd probably be like experimental music.
Experimental?
Experimental. I don't know what it is, bro.
Just like any experimental or experimental bass?
Probably experimental bass music.
All right, okay.
Like G Jones. I don't know what, because honestly, that's a lot of experimental songs do drive a lot of inspiration, but also I like to mix a lot of bass music with industrial techno, which is that like darker kind of shit. Yeah,
that dark warehouse type feel.
Exactly. Which that's what I go for with my music, and that does pretty much describe my personality, because I'm dark, but I could be I'm a teddy bear, bro. Honestly, that's always it.
No, dude. Honestly, like you're a really dope ass person, bro.
Thank
like,
you, bro.
You're chill. Like you're not a freaking.
Not a snob.
Not a fucking asshole. No, but you're cool, dude.
Thank you,
I mean, right from when I met you, actually like in person, I kick it with you, talk to you like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, it was already 2 weeks ago now.
Yeah.
In Corona, I was like, yeah, dude, this is dope. And I knew in my head, like, yeah, we're gonna have him sometime pretty soon, like in the show. And now we're here. Yeah, exactly. Crazy. Now we're here.
I don't know who predicted the future, but
the future predicts itself.
True that.
I think that sounds right. But yeah, let's get the next question going.
Bet.
So, Rami, what is your least favorite EDM genre?
I think we could both answer this with the same fucking genre. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Tropical house.
Oh, I was like,
yo, Crab Rave's the shit.
I've been fucking with Island House lately. Nah, I don't even know what the fuck. That's just Tropical House. Yeah, Tropical House. I mean, look, it's YouTube music. It's YouTube music.
Oh yeah, the free royalty-free ukulele music, bro.
It's like, yeah, I just arrived to Indonesia. Let's go check out this hotel, and it'll be like B-roll footage of the hotel with like freaking Tropical House music.
Bring.
Yeah. And I just think it's too. That's just too like. It reminds me of Super Mario Sunshine, like playing on that shit on the islands, like a bunch of like just like the fucking xylophone freaking instrument over house. Yeah, It's too much for me. It's just too.
I don't know what it is. It just doesn't sound right with me either.
When I listen to house music, I want to feel sexy.
Exactly.
That shit don't make me feel sexy.
Exactly. It don't, honestly. It just makes me feel like, I don't even know.
Whoever's listening and watching, let us know in the comments when you're listening to house music. Like, what are you trying to feel? Are you trying to feel confident? Are you trying to feel sexy?
Trying to feel groovy?
Are you trying to feel like you just landed into an island from a plane? You're going on vacation. I mean, that's tropical house.
Yeah, that's tropical house.
Bro,
they don't even do that shit in Ibiza. Come on.
Facts.
They don't even do that shit.
Exactly.
All right, bro. So, I'm not familiar with this, but you're gonna have to remind me. So, Husky, Lightshow or Headbang?
So Lightshow and Headbang is our version of Truth or Dare. Lightshow being truth and Headbang being dare. So, I mean, shit. Let's go with a Headbang. I'll choose a dare.
A dare.
Yeah.
This is gonna be
kind of
tough.
scared.
This is kind of tough. I don't know. This is kind of tough.
Hey, go easy on me. I think this is actually the first dare I've done. I've always been bitching out saying fucking Lightshow. The light shows are sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, light shows
are pretty cool.
Damn. So, I dare you to tell everybody what your second least favorite genre is.
Oh, shit. I mean, yeah, obviously Tropical House. I mean, least favorite. Keyword least favorite. But the second least favorite, for me, it's got to be techno, dude.
I'm out there.
Yeah, I think techno is just, it's too long for me.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I don't know. I just think at that point, like, the music wants to make you feel hypnotized, like to like just keep on. It's just for me. I've always just feel like techno concepts are repetitive, and my liking in music sometimes is like, okay, well, if it's gonna be repetitive, I don't think I want to hear it like 8 minutes or 7 minutes repetitive like type shit. And sometimes the build-ups in techno throw me off. Sometimes these build-ups in techno, like, you might think it's gonna drop, and then it'd be like, no, the percussions are still looping. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I got you.
And then I don't know, bro. Like, I've seen techno tracks and have build-ups with like 2-minute build-ups to a drop. To drops that are like 3-4 minutes, and then that'll be like the whole freaking track. Like, I don't know. I just think the music is too long for me, and then a lot of times I like things that are just kind of quick and concept.
Yeah.
Something that's, I don't know.
I got you.
If it's gonna be repetitive, just keep it 3-4 minutes, at least for me. But if it's good, I mean, there's tracks that are good, and I'm just like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay, 5 minutes, I'll let it slide type shit. And I don't know, techno kind of has that premise where, now we're going to keep this groove going for like three more segments in this track.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's some
I
good
think
techno songs. Honestly, they do. I'm pretty sure they do that just for tension, and obviously because you get in the fucking zone when you listen to techno.
That's the thing. Like, techno puts you in the zone. So what I'm thinking, what I'm hearing is like repetitive could just be like, it's just feeding the techno, feeding the techno people, you know, what they like. It's just, you know, that techno, dude.
Yeah,
techno.
exactly. Yeah. It's not for everybody, but hey, I'm a bit of a techno snob, so.
Like, if a friend wants to go to a techno stage and I got some time, I'll check it out, bro. Like, you know, I'll go and check it out.
Yeah.
But catch me at Basepod. Cosmic Metals.
Honestly, if we're going about stages, catch me at every fucking stage.
True. Hey, true. You paid what, like $450, $500
for Basepod? Nah, bro. I'm
for
checking
3
out
days.
the whole damn thing.
No, yeah, true. Actually, no, you're right. You speak facts.
Yeah.
The EDC Las Vegas tickets were, I want to say maybe $50, $80 back in 08, 09.
That's
for
crazy
3 days.
to think about. That's crazy
3
to
days.
think about.
Now, a ticket. I remember when my ticket in 2014 costed, and that was my first actual rave. My shit costed like $350 for 3 days.
Damn. Now
taxes,
I think it's like $450 now.
No, dude. Now, now, starting out, it's like $500 before taxes included and all this bullshit.
Nah, dude.
And this was before Las Vegas had an additional hotel tax. And
Oh,
before, and this
yeah.
is actually before Las Vegas started implementing resort fees, because they would just put the resort fees in the actual price, but now they fucking like put resort. It's just it's gotten pricier to just go to EDC Las Vegas now.
Yeah.
So
Fuck it, dude.
yeah, dude.
We do what we gotta do.
Hey,
We
that's
still
why
love it.
that's why we're working hard to make some sick bangers
Exactly.
and DJ there potentially.
Yeah, honestly,
working
who
towards
knows?
it.
Honestly, like Black Jesus, bro. Honestly, bro, I was so bummed when fucking EDC got canceled for him, because I was like, bro, like, I don't know him, you know what I mean, personally, but I was like, bro, it's someone from here, bro. He came out the mud from here.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I'm like, yo, like, he had his chance to fucking perform. I just hope they get him for the next one. Honestly.
That's what I was telling him on the other episode when we did with him, that I'm hoping that EDC keeps a lot of the artists that were on the lineup for that year, but pandemic hit, and dude, hopefully we could see that they could be playing.
Yeah.
I need to see they haven't sent out the lineup yet, huh, for this year?
There's no lineup, but Pasquale is talking about that as of right now, the motions to have it in May are still going.
I believe, yeah. He did make an announcement saying that that EDC still gonna happen.
As of right now, they're still working with people, but it's still gonna happen in May.
Good clickbait.
That is good clickbait, actually. You should use that. But
yeah, true.
He,
yeah.
But he said that.
Hey, should EDC still go, bro? Should EDC still happen?
Oh shit. Honestly,
because we got an update, like I said. Pascal said, "Hey, you know what? It seems like May's still gonna go through. Honestly, we might have to delay over to what he said, maybe October.
October. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like shows are probably gonna end up coming back this year. I feel like
it's already happening.
It's already happening.
A show 2 weeks ago. You were there, like
It was fun, and plus there weren't that many people. But still, honestly, I think we're at the stage of COVID where it's like, keep practicing social distancing, please. Wear your fucking masks. But still, though, I feel like we're at the stage where, especially with the vaccines coming out, where a lot of people are gonna be able to be a little bit safer. You know what I mean? Still be cautious, but I think we'll be able to get back to social.
Dude, I was working yesterday at my job, and like I was working in a vaccination area, dude. Like people are getting vaccinated now. It's more easier now to get vaccinated. If you're not like someone working like at a hospital or something like that, it's being more accessible for a lot more people now. So I'm glad to see that we're kind of taking those steps now.
Yeah.
So that way we can have shows.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a decision too that Pascal has to make, because again, you're responsible for having a fuckload of people come through and rage for 3 days.
Exactly.
That's not necessarily social distancing, but again, like now that more places are opening up, now we're like I feel like now we're like on that vibe of like, okay, like we just gotta, if more people of influence start throwing shows, I feel like that's where people were gonna start being like, okay, like if these companies are starting to do shit, then I feel like now because again, if you have influence, if you got a good amount of following on you, people are gonna a lot of times look for those type of influences to decide what they're gonna do with like how they react to a situation.
Yeah.
So like for example, like if Insomniac and a lot of all these major companies are gonna start throwing shows now, then a lot of other promoters are gonna follow that step and be like, okay, if Insomniac is throwing clubs,
then we
shows,
can do it too.
Then I don't see, and they're not getting flack for it.
Yeah.
Then I don't see why we're just waiting around and not doing shit and like capitalizing right now on like the openings. But again, it's a, I don't know, it's a weird time. Some people bitch about it, some people don't. Honestly, for me, it's just kind of like it's already opening up.
Everything's slowly but surely opening up.
It's good to have this economy going. A lot of the people that just knew nightlife and worked in nightlife are now working, which I think is really good. Not a lot of people think about like those people that really were just working nightlife and they lost their jobs, their careers, their salaries, had to move back, or just really struggled throughout the past year. So shout out to everyone in nightlife.
Hang in there, guys.
Yeah, that went through this pandemic, dude. Because
honestly, we're almost there.
Like I wasn't able to. Me and my cousin wasn't able to throw shows for a cool minute. Wasn't able to play some shows because of it, because everyone we're all just paranoid and shit.
Exactly,
but, bro. I mean, it's going to be really interesting if EDC does happen this May.
Honestly.
Really interesting.
I'm still contemplating personally if I'm going to go with my squad, because it looks like my squad might not end up going. But if anything, you'll catch me at the next one, bro. For sure.
Yeah, always, dude.
Yeah.
I think you can actually transfer your ticket to the next one.
Yeah, exactly, which is good. Shout out to Pascal, bro. Honestly, he's actually looking out for his people. So.
Yeah, exactly. We are the headliners.
Exactly.
If that's the case for my set time, homie.
Exactly, bro. All right, so we got a couple more questions, I guess.
All right, I think you might have one more question.
Yeah, I do, but I just went, remember?
I got you. Yeah, I got you. All right, here we go, Rami. Oh, this is a nice one. If you had a writer, what would be on it?
Capri Sun Pacific Cooler.
Oh, shit. God damn.
Nah, but seriously though.
Nah, you're playing around?
Huh?
You're playing around?
Yeah, bro. I mean, fucking bring them on, bro.
Hey, dude, it's your writer, bro. You
bring them on, bro. But
Man.
probably some Voodoo Rangers.
Voodoo Rangers?
Yeah.
Oh, you fuck with those?
Yeah.
Damn, all right. Those are IPAs, huh?
Yeah, those are IPAs. They're pretty bomb, honestly.
Hey, if whoever's listening and watching, let us know in the comments what's your guys' favorite drink, favorite IPA. One of my favorite IPAs I've been digging lately has been 805 is an IPA, type IPA, right? Yeah. 805 has been like my favorite IPA lately. So Voodoo Rangers would be yours.
Voodoo Rangers would be mine.
Robert, what's your favorite IPA?
BSC. sour.
Oh, it'll be something sour, like a sour IPA.
Ooh.
All right.
Dog face.
Dogface. Is that a brand?
Yeah.
Okay, it is a brand.
It's probably
Black
like a
pepper and lime.
Black pepper and lime. Okay. Oh, it's a sour IPA.
Which, by the way, shout out to Zion Dawn in the back.
Yeah,
Shout out to Rob.
Zion
Shout out to
Dawn,
Rob.
True Rob. For those who don't know what's going on right
Exactly.
now. But all right, awesome.
Yeah, so
awesome.
Voodoo Rangers, but if we're talking normal beer, just bring me a Blue Moon and I'm good.
All right, cool.
Yeah.
What about would you have food?
Food, huh?
Little snacks.
Yeah, probably some chips, probably a little veggie table, you know what I mean?
I feel it. Yeah.
Something light, you know what I mean? Something,
I got you, yeah.
Something that'll fill you up, but obviously we're not looking to fucking stuff you up, you know what I mean?
I feel like a lot of artists would be like, yeah, let me get fucking
McDonald's.
hometown buffet up in that bitch. Like
bro.
I'm trying to like damn,
cater
bro,
some
like,
fucking tacos. Hey, maybe that would go off though, but still though.
yeah, like little small mini tacos. I think that'd be pretty cool for food. But I think for me, just like finger food, like snacks, would just be like ultimately
exactly.
good.
Exactly. Plus, they're easy to reach. You know what I mean?
True.
Especially because you never know how big the green room is. You know what I mean? You never
Yeah,
know if you have a
true.
table or anything. So
Yeah. What about anything technical, like particular gear? Like if they could get that for you, like what would you want to DJ on?
just CDJs.
CDJs
you know what I
cool
mean?
with?
Yeah,
Alright.
CDJs aren't cool. Honestly, like I said, I just started off on a controller. I'm barely getting to know CDJs more as I get booked for shows and shit.
Got you.
But yeah, CDJs are cool. Honestly.
All right, for sure.
Maybe I don't know. I've been contemplating I've been thinking about like the future of RVMII, and I may start incorporating some live sets, like some live shows. You know what I mean? Starting to do it live through Ableton. So who knows? Maybe that'll happen later in the future.
Yeah,
once I
yeah.
make some music like that. Because honestly, who knows if I'm gonna still be in the bass direction of electronic music forever? Because there's some other darker genres that I actually do love, and maybe I'll go on with that route. Who knows?
Yeah,
So
whatever you
honestly-
want to push out that you're satisfied with, go ahead and do it, bro. Because there's always gonna be an audience, big or small, for whatever that you release.
Exactly.
And even if you're procrastinating, or like if you're thinking of like, oh, like your quality's not like up to date or like up to par with like other artists that you hear, like there's gonna be audience out there that will appreciate what you push out. Like, oh yeah, dude, this shit
Exactly.
is like, and a lot of times I feel like my tracks are like that too, where it's not like crazy like fucking like Never Say Die like type quality or shit like that, but like I have been grateful to have been given like a cool audience that like peep in
They
every time
enjoy
that I
what
have
you
a
put
release.
out, yeah, bro. Literally, like you'll
And
put
I'm-
out a
and it
bass
gets
track,
better.
you'll put out a bass track one release, and the next one you get a little groovy house going, you know, and people still love your shit. You know what I mean? That's pretty dope to see. Honestly,
And ultimately, when I try to go into different genres, different styles, like I always just try to make it a goal. Before I even like release, am I satisfied with it? Like, do I like what I'm hearing?
Exactly.
And if I like what I'm hearing, anyone else that likes it, like it's an extra for me.
Yeah, and not only that, the thing that I do actually enjoy about your brand is that you prepared your audience for a multi-genre brand. You really did. You
think so?
I think you did because you get a pretty good reaction out of every release that you put out.
Yeah. You're right.
I'm pretty sure they were ready early on, but there's other people like unfortunately Getter, when he put out his Visceral album, people were like, bro, we want dubstep, blah blah blah, and people weren't enjoying it. They gave him trash on the Visceral tour because he literally branded the shit like, yo, this isn't gonna be your typical fucking bass music. You know what I mean? I just want to show people that electronic music isn't about getting fucked up or having fun, etc. We could have
making these type of tracks.
Yeah,
like, you know,
we could just
bass,
vibe. We could just have vibey ass music that just puts you in another world. And then
Right.
unfortunately with that, he fell under depression and shit, and he shut down his fucking tour. And now people are it's been like what 2 years since he released that shit, and now people are barely starting to realize how special of an album Visceral was. And honestly, that album is pretty much a gem to me, to be honest with you.
I think it also helped put the spotlight in the beginning when you start a music project and a brand. Again, like really send the message of like what kind of music artist you are.
Exactly.
Because if you build up your audience to just like straight up like rhythm dubstep music, and then all of a sudden create a project where it's not really necessarily what your audience is used to.
Yeah.
It's there are gonna
It's
be
gonna
fans.
throw 'em off.
There are gonna be like fans that are gonna be like, yeah, I appreciate this type of music,
But it's gonna throw people off.
most of the people are gonna be like, oh shit, I was expecting to hear Getter. I wasn't expecting to hear Getter trying to be experimental or whatever the fuck.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. Like sometimes it's unintentional. Like, because a lot of music artists go into that phase of like, oh, I don't want to make this kind of music no more.
Yeah.
I want to get into this.
Exactly.
Honestly, I feel like if Getter could have gone any other way to do it, I feel like he should have just kept on making that type of music. If that's really what he wanted to make.
Yeah.
And just again, he'd be dividing the audience, but at least he'd be true to like what he wants to make and build a new audience. Yeah. And it might be smaller now. The engagement might not be as popping as the bass music shit, but again, it's whatever you're satisfied with. Like again, like you can't let like I don't know, like shit like that kind of fuck with what you're trying to make. You know? Because I get it, like. When people want to hear that bass music, and then when you go into a different route, maybe the following and the crowd with that is not as big as you kind of shit. And it sucks to see how it went with that Visceral album.
Honestly,
I liked it though.
Honestly, it caught the attention of fucking Deadmau5, bro. He's the one who signed. Like, you know how that whole thing started, right? It started out with if you guys are familiar with Deadmau5's Twitch streams, he plays like a lot of video games. He'll play PUBG and shit. And Getter had just started streaming. And then everybody's like going to Deadmau5's stream like, yo, you should play PUBG with Getter, blah, 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 blah. He's like, oh, fucking Captain Wub Wub. You know how he is. You know, he likes to fucking roast the shit out of everyone.
And exactly, that's another example of like how an artist brands himself as. Like, example, Deadmau5 being like, oh yeah, Captain Wub Wub. Like, it's not Captain Wub Wub, but that's just a perception that Deadmau5 has of Getter.
Exactly.
And, like, that's just one of the things that...
Exactly, bro. And then Getter had been sitting on that album for a cool minute, so I guess they started playing PUBG, and they were actually fucking vibing out low-key, which, by the way, brings up, like, the topic of networking and connecting with people, bro. Honestly, people try to portray like it's the hardest thing in the world, but if you have the personality for it, and you're open-minded to everybody... It's a breeze, you know what I mean? It's easy. Like, literally this right here, this is pretty much networking, but obviously, like... If you're cool peoples, that's all it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then literally, like once they stopped streaming that first day, I remember Getter was like, Deadmau5, Joel was like, yo, do you have any music that I could listen to? And he sent them the fucking Visceral album, and then it got signed to Mousetrap, dude.
Oh, that's
it's kind of weird to see that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I believe Joel has a good ear when it comes to finding music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then. So with that being said, I was observing all that shit happening with like the whole Visceral album, and I was like, okay, if I'm gonna launch my project, the one thing I'm gonna stress out is that this shit's gonna be different. You know what I mean? It's gonna be really versatile. Which, by the way, I just played my first debut set for a little small collective that my buddy's friend started called Headphone World Collective, and the one thing I wanted to do with that set, well, two things. One was have fun with it. And two, give the audience a good image of what to expect. And the mix is 38 minutes. It's on my SoundCloud. It's on YouTube. If you want to check it out, I highly recommend it because that really does give a good picture of who RVMII is and what to expect in the future.
That was good. That's really good.
So I observed that and I put that shit in early on because I don't want people to be confused on what to expect. You know what I mean?
True. And I actually want to hear some of the announcements and future things you got coming up. But before we get to that, let's get to this last question right here.
For sure.
Because I want to, dude. I'm fiending, bro. I need to hear the announcements.
All right. So Husky, you're in charge of the lineup and can only book 3 DJs. Who are you booking?
Oh, dude, you guys don't even fucking know. Hey, first DJ is gonna be DJ Blend. That's the first DJ.
A native.
I don't give a fuck.
Wait,
I don't give a fuck.
Blend's from the IE, right?
Oh, yep. Los Angeles.
Well, he was in Riverside. He was all over the place. Los Angeles.
First time I saw him play, it was in Moreno Valley. It was called Funky Radio, something like that. Some shit. But he played at a hookah bar on Day Street, Sorrella's Hookah Lounge. And this shit was packed, bro. And he came through with his mask, like, dude, straight up, just like on the YouTube videos, bro. He was doing the mixes like that. Yeah, bro, just pioneers of finding bangers, like, for DJs, honestly. I'll just be like, fuck, this fool got bangers. I'm on the track list looking for that shit, dude. Yeah, I think DJ Blend's one of them. The second one, I think I want to see Armin van Buuren. Yeah, I know it's.
I haven't seen him yet either.
I know it's pretty left from what I usually say, and again, I've said in recent episodes too that I'm not a big fan of trance, but he's a big trance artist. But I think some of his tracks be hidden, and I like the way he mixes. Like, it's very, dope electronic dance music mixing. He does a lot with looping.
Exactly.
Acapella mashups live. Yeah. I like that type of live mixing.
Exactly. Yeah, he actually is what you call a live DJ, dude. Honestly, he really is.
Yeah, like his visuals are in sync with what he does. I think his performance and like his sets are just it's definitely ones to remember.
It's amazing to see that a veteran is still keeping up with today's genre, like today's like climate and dance music, and still putting out
and not switching up. And he's still staying in that same style of trance, like same style.
He'll experiment. He'll switch it up sometimes, but still though he enjoys it as if he was like what I think he started out when he was like 20. 30, somewhere around there. And he's still enjoying it to the
Yeah,
fucking
I think
fullest, dude.
Hardwell started when you. Yeah, dude, Hardwell also too was one of the. Actually, yeah, I think that'd be like my lineup right there. Actually,
Really?
Yeah, so it'd be
Okay.
DJ Blend, Armin van Buren, and Hardwell.
Oh shit!
Fucking
Okay.
throwback shit. Yeah, I think. I mean, will it be a 6-6 show nowadays? I don't know, but I
Who
think
knows?
I think for me, if I just could curate some shit, like Wednesday night I'm bored, I got the money, like I could fly these fuckers out. Like I'll have Blend,
Yeah.
Armin van Buren, and Hardwell.
Yeah. Fuck it. You know what? Since we're here, I'll answer that one because honestly, I low-key wanted that question.
Run it.
So if I were to book 3 people, first one would probably be Gesaffelstein, the fucking Dark Prince of Techno, bro. Motherfucker's amazing. I get a lot of influence from him. So literally, and I saw him live on his Hyperion tour. Well, I saw him at his Coachella set, which is when he first came back on the radar. And then I saw him at his tour show in San Diego. Shit was a blast, honestly.
I gotta check him out. I don't think I've ever seen him.
Really, never seen.
Nah.
Dude, Gesaffelstein is a legend. You'll fucking love him. Honestly, his shit's really different.
I like techno after this.
Yeah, it's a little techno. It's a little techno.
I feel it.
It's dark. But he's actually worked with like people like The Weeknd. He's worked with like The Weeknd and Pharrell. He's made songs with them.
Oh, okay. So he's that type of artist.
Yeah, he's that type of artist.
Alright,
but
sure.
it's dope. Second person I would probably book, G Jones.
G Jones, all right.
G Jones.
I saw that one coming.
Honestly, amazing ass catalog of music. All his albums have been super fucking fire. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
That's the second one. The third one, who would it be? This is actually one that I was actually kind of struggling to think about. But honestly, if I were to bring out a third person, it would probably be I don't know if you guys are familiar with Kraysh. He's a signee on Good Vibrations.
Kraysh?
Yeah, Kraysh.
I don't believe so, no.
He's super under the radar and he's low-key killing it. And honestly, I do get a lot of influence from him. So honestly, those would probably be my 3, honestly.
All right, sounds
It'd be a weird festival, but fuck it, honestly.
I mean, honestly, I think that'd be a pretty cool, diverse stage.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a pretty weird person when it comes to music. I like weird fucking music. I like, bro, like honestly, I remember when I was a kid and the Kanye and Lady Gaga tour was gonna happen, bro, back in like 08 or 09.
All right.
I remember like, yo, that lineup's low-key kind of fire, but then the tour got canceled. But that just shows like, you know, who I am as a person, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
But yeah.
And it's crazy too how a lot of times, you know, they'll have musical taste where like, oh yeah, I'm straight hip hop, like, and then next thing you know, they're like, oh yeah, I'm into dance music, or it's reverse, I'm into dance music, or now I'm just strictly into hip hop.
Yeah.
Or people like ourselves, you know, we've always just kind of for a while always been attached to electronic dance music. It's pretty tight. Like you were naming people like off the bat from back then, like David Guetta, Calvin Harris. Like, you know, you've seen the evolution.
Exactly. I've been watching like how dance music has just changed over the years, and it's crazy to think about. You know what I mean? But there's still a lot of good music from the past times that still could live up to today's climate. Bro,
I believe
honestly.
so too. Yeah.
So
yeah.
It's amazing to see, dude.
It really is.
This genre is fucking amazing. I don't think there's another genre like electronic dance music or just electronic in general, dude.
It's so diverse.
Honestly.
It's a big ass playground, and there's a bunch of kids in there trying to play and create some sandcastles in that
Exactly,
bitch.
bro. Exactly. And it's crazy to see how many people are experimenting with this genre in general too. And a lot of people putting out some dope stuff.
Back then, there was no fucking future bass or trap. Back then, it was just electro.
Yeah, exactly.
Dutch house, Dirty Dutch.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure who knows? Maybe Yellow Claw was making Dirty Dutch, and then boom, fucking they started making trap.
They just put Dirty Dutch sounds in trap. Yeah, and that's how they make.
That's how they made the fucking like that Amsterdam trap.
Yeah,
I
bro,
think that's what they call it.
type sound.
Yeah,
shit.
bro. Yeah. Honestly, it's crazy to see how people have been mixing up everything these past couple of years. I think we're in a good climate in dance music right now.
Yeah, I think we are, and I think you pushed out a project on a good time as well, bro.
Yeah.
But that's it for EDM Confessions. Hope you guys enjoyed that segment, and now let's get down to the real good details. Now, before we end this episode, Rami, I want to let the listeners and watchers know, viewers.
The viewers.
People are gonna go and comment. This fool said watchers at 10156.
People gonna fuck around with you now, bro. Come on now.
Hey, sometimes you just gotta, roll through with the punches. Yeah, exactly.
Bro, fuck it, just like that.
But what can we expect from Rami in the next couple of weeks, months? Any announcements, tracks?
So before I go with that, just want to thank all you guys for supporting the project, the launch of the project. Like I said, it's still crazy to think that it's only been a month, but it feels like it's been like a year or two with all the support I've been getting. Mm-hmm. Shout out to you for giving me a platform to fucking submit demos. Just literally a year ago, last February, I was sending them snippets of the whole EP that I released, which, by the way, I'll get into that right now. And I don't think I would have released it if it wasn't for you guys, honestly.
Oh, damn, dude. Man,
which is crazy. You guys gave me the courage to keep going, and you guys were fucking with the sound, and then now we're here, which is pretty crazy.
It's just those steps, dude. Those baby steps to just, get it going,
exactly.
Bro. It's really important.
Shout out to Husky. Shout out to True Rob. Shout out to Segura. Shout out to everybody around here that has given me support. Shout out to my mom, who I literally just started getting her support from recently, especially coming from a Latino background. I'm Mexican. She's been starting to see the baby steps that are coming up right now, and she started taking full support of me doing what I love to do. Because honestly, I'm a good kid. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
So shout out to her. But as of announcements, like I was saying before, I just released my debut EP, Breakthrough, on all streaming platforms. About the Breakthrough EP, before I started to venture off into whatever direction music takes me in the future, I wanted to release a project that I really took pride in, and have songs that really had meaning to it. Like everything from about that release, from the promo video to the artwork to everything, there's deep meaning to it. If I had time to go on about that, I would go off and give you guys the whole fucking picture. But we'll just work with what we got. But facts. I just want to say that the EP, every song has a meaning to it. Everything is good. But check out that EP. It would mean a lot to me. It's out on all social media. I mean, all streaming platforms: Spotify, SoundCloud, everywhere. Second of all, as I was mentioning earlier, I played my debut set for a live Twitch set, and I have that up on SoundCloud and YouTube. Just look up RVMII at Headphone Collective Blooming Beats. That's going to give you guys a better picture of what to expect from me in the future. Because I do have some IDs, which goes on to the third announcement.
Oh, showcase?
But we may have a single ready in about a month or two.
Oh,
and it's one I actually sent to you guys. You remember Volts?
Yes, I do. Yeah. Does it sound like more stuff, or kind of the same, or?
I have other projects there, but Volts is currently in the works of being finished. I've sent it out to a good amount of people. Actually, Manada has the fucking ID on his fucking track list, so I don't know if he's ever gonna throw it out one day. But
shit, shout out Manada, one of our previous guests that we've had.
Yeah, bro. Shout out Manada, but who knows? But Volts is in the process of being finished, and then who knows? Maybe we'll get some other releases in the future. As of right now, I just have a lot going on, especially, bro. This is crazy because me launching this project a month ago, this month has been the busiest month of my fucking life. It's pretty crazy, but I'm enjoying every second of it.
It's good to be busy, yeah.
Exactly. It shows me that I'm doing something right, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm just trying to get adjusted to all this, like I said, the love has been crazy. I'm just trying to enjoy it while it lasts, and then pretty soon we'll be ready with some new music, dude.
Yeah, man, it's good to hear. And again, for those that are interested in keeping up with RVMII, you guys can go ahead and follow him at RVMII Official everywhere, right? Instagram, Twitter.
Yeah, everywhere. That's my social handle. That's
all right, sounds good. Well, thanks again for coming through, RVMII. Appreciate you being on the spotlight.
Yeah, appreciate you.
It was really good to get to know you more as an artist. Everyone that's listening, watching from YouTube or listening on SoundCloud. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's crazy, like I said, you're busy, you're staying productive, you're looking out for these next releases coming out. You might have a single ready by next month. Yeah. So I'm looking forward for it, man. I'm gonna stay continuing following you and supporting, and once again, make sure to follow this guy. He's gonna have a bunch of stuff coming out, and thanks for coming through, bro.
Yeah, bro, appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Thank you guys for having me, dude.
Of course, and also before we leave, because again, I'm pretty sure it'll happen with all of us. Mm-hmm. We want to have your autograph, because we about to blow up, homie.
Oh, shit.
We about to blow up.
All right.
And this is the Wall of Fame, homie.
The Wall of Fame.
So
I didn't think I was going to be doing this today either. God damn.
True. You know what I'm saying? So we need to, because we're going to do an NFT on this, and we want them on,
we going to make about 50 pesos on this. But, fuck, let's find a fucking spot. You know what? I'll just do it right here. Why not?
Yeah, that's on camera right there. So you'll get some exposure and shit. We'll pay you an exposure, fool.
We go.
Damn. Now, was that like freestyle, or do you already have in mind how your autograph
I already have
is?
in mind how my signature would be.
Oh, for sure.
Pretty much the crosshair, because like I said, if it wasn't for Call of Duty, I probably wouldn't be here right now.
Shit. Well, shout out Call of Duty. Shout out. What are they still making it? Infinity Ward or Activision?
Yeah.
Who's on that bitch? I don't even know.
Shout out to all my trick shotters and snipers, all the OGs out there. I'm one of them, bro.
Yeah. Well, hey, thanks again, Remy, for coming by. Putting your autograph, getting to know you more as an artist.
Hell yeah.
And thanks for everyone that's tuned in. If you guys want to submit music to us as well, go on in the description. We got the links. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and repost this on SoundCloud as well. If you guys dig what we're doing, we're getting a bunch of special guests every week talking about relatable topics, relating to EDM and other stuff too relating to music production. So, stay posted, stay updated. Follow us on SoundCloud. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Give us a thumbs up. And we'll see you guys on the next episode.
Do it.
Thanks for you guys for tuning in.
Thank you guys for having me. This was an interesting episode.
Yeah. Thank you for stopping by, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.